Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. I am super excited about this Sunday. First of all, I want to come over here and I'm going to introduce you to a new member of our family. This is John Conway, and he's going to be our piano player. So please welcome John. All right, all the prayer warriors out there, would you please join me for a moment? I would really, really love to send some energy to the people out in LA. I've got a daughter that lives out there, and I know that many of you are aware of what's going on out there, but it is incredible. So let's do this. Please join me. So just imagine, if you will, a bunch of love in your heart. So imagine this white light that's in your heart. And I really want you to really concentrate on that and just let it start to grow. You are capable of far more than you ever imagined. So imagine this light starting to grow inside of your heart, and it's picking up power, it's picking up momentum, and it's starting to grow. It's the size of your heart. Now I want it to grow even bigger. It's starting to go inside of your body, and this ball of light is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It is now bigger than you. And now all of our balls of light are starting to touch each other, and we're starting to fill this entire room with love. And I want you to feel the energy of this room as it feels with love. And keep bringing it. Keep sending it. And now what I want you to imagine is this love that we've created here. And we're going to invite in spirit, because somebody once said where two or more are gathered. And we're going to invite in Christ. And that's going to add some energy to it. And then what I want you to do is just to visualize, imagine this massive ball of love and light and healing going towards our friends and our families in the LA area. And I want you to imagine this going out and spreading across all of the land in that area. And it's doing what it needs to do, whether it's healing, whether it's support, whether it's help, whether it's love, whatever. The light knows what's to do. And so just imagine an entire blanket of white light and love covering the land. And just keep holding it in your heart. If you have a prayer you'd like to say, or someone in particular that's in your mind, send it. And then when you're ready, you can slowly start to open your eyes and come back to the room. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We again are glad that you're here. You could have been doing a lot of things. I don't know about you, but I got in my car this morning. I'm driving here, and my car's going like that. I live out in the country, so I'm like, oh boy. But then I got on the roads, and it wasn't quite as bad as I originally thought it was going to be. So of all the things you could have done, you decided to come here. For those of you that are here possibly for the first time, welcome. We are super glad that you're here. Just know that we do things maybe just a little bit different here, just a little bit. How many people think we do things a lot different here? Yes, we do things a little bit different here, because I think one of the most beautiful things that we get to do is when we come together, we actually get to hold each other, and we actually get to be with each other, and we actually get to do this amazing thing called life together. Because my experience has been that sometimes I'm on the mountaintop, and sometimes I think I'm even lower than the valley. How many people have been there before? Yeah. And so here's what I know for sure is there's some people right now, right here, that are on the mountaintop. Thank God. And I also know there's a handful of you, I know, because I know what you're going through, that are down here. And so I really want to acknowledge that. I really want to acknowledge both, because we need all of it in order for it to work. And that's what makes a spiritual community so powerful. Especially when we come together and we say, you know what? All the stuff that's going on out there, all of the things that are trying to tell us that we can't get along, all of the things that are trying to divide us and separate us, we can say, not here. We're not doing that here. We are going to focus on something that we believe in, that's real, and that is unity consciousness. What is unity consciousness? It's simple. It means that we really can get along. It means that we can come together because we're going to make that our number one priority. And we're going to come together and we're going to acknowledge, if you will, our own divinity and each other's divinity. Because again, there's times when you remember it and you're solid, and there's times when you don't. And so when you get together, when you have a family that comes together and supports each other, Whether it's a hug, it's a word, whether you join a class, whether we're singing a song, whatever it is, that's what we get to do here. But the thing that's super cool about it, the thing that I love about you, specifically this group of people, and I hear this all the time, where on God's green earth do you get to talk about this stuff? Most people, when I talk to them, this is it. And therefore, they just are not given the opportunity, because when I'm telling you right now, when you have God sit in your heart and it becomes as real for you as that chair, you're not going to want to shut up. You're not. And you're going to get really curious. And you're going to start looking at stuff. You're going to start reading stuff. You're going to start listening to stuff. And all of a sudden, this thing that we are going to call as the indwelling Christ starts to come alive. You are going to be on fire. And it's going to overtake you in a very, very beautiful, in a very, very natural way. And then all of a sudden, this whole thing that you've possibly heard about, called God, the divine, the prime creator, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of different names for it. But all of a sudden you start to realize, wow, this thing is kind of like real. This thing that's out there that everybody talks about, that for whatever reason, and I'm going to speak about myself personally, when I tell you that that disappeared for me for a while because of the fact that I was told a bunch of garbage that just simply wasn't true about who and what I was and what my relationship with that thing called the divine or God is. And it literally stripped away that relationship from me. And then I would walk around and I'd think, am I doing it right? And all these things that just simply are not true, period. And then all of a sudden you walk in these doors and it's amazing, because then all of a sudden you start to remember who you are. You start to remember that your divinity is not anything that you earn. It's not because of something that you've done. It's because of who and what you are. And the only thing that you need to do is get rid of the garbage that's in your head that's telling you that you're separate from God. Huh? Yeah, that's it. And that's what the beautiful dance is here. And that's why I love unity. And that's why I love getting together and hanging out with people like you, whether it's classes or coming here or whatever that we're doing, because we really do have the opportunity. And today we're going to be going through a ceremony that's really going to help that situation. And so you're amazing. You really are. It's a brand new year. And today, should you decide to do it, you have the opportunity to live differently. You are so powerful that if you made a decision today, yep, I'm going to do it differently, that you can make a difference. It really can happen. I'm not going to say that once you make that decision, you're going to walk out the door and all of a sudden it's going to be sunshine and rainbows. I'm not saying that. Nobody's going to tell you that, but here's what I am going to tell you. You do that, I promise you that the universe is going to do everything it can to support you in whatever that decision is, because it has to, because of who and what you are, which is a divine child of God. That's what I know. Why do I know that? Because it happened to me. I walked in those doors a long time ago, and it changed my life forever. And I'm never, ever, ever, ever going to look back, ever. So welcome. We're super glad that you're here. Thanks for coming.
Hey, it's Reverend Mike here. I just wanted to stop for a moment before you get on with your day and thank you so much for spending time with us this morning. It means the world to us, and I just wanted to let you know if there's anything that we can do to make your experience even better, please do not hesitate to reach out by going to our website. I also wanted to offer you the opportunity for us to get together and sit down so I could get to know you a little bit better and answer any questions that you have. I can either do that by either getting together in person, have a cup of coffee, or we can meet online via Zoom. If you're interested, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can reach me at michael@courage2thrive.com. And lastly, if you find these messages are helping you, we would be tremendously grateful if you'd consider donating to the center. The best and the easiest way to do that is simple. Just go to our website. Again, thank you so much. Hope you have a great day. Hope you're doing well. God bless, and we hope to see you soon. Bye-bye now.